The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show.
So I keep saying and verbalizing that I don't like the Lawrence character, right? Because the character does have levels of shadiness to her. However, I guess she does things basically against the Shayla character, and that's about where we are. Let's go.
So I'm gonna let you know right now, Delicia, I'm really about to humble this girl once and for all so she could shut up and stop coming at me. So I'm warning you now. I plan on letting her know what's up, for real.
What do you mean? How are you going to do that?
That's a very good question. When you say when let her know what's up with what? With Delicia and Iman? No, I believe that Delicia should come out of the closet and verbalize exactly what's going on. That's what Delicia should be doing. But instead of doing that, she's playing both sides.
I'm gonna let her know that the man that she used to claim that she thought was her man was really never her man. And the rock on your pretty little finger over there holds more weight than anything she thought she ever had with him. And I promise you, she ain't gonna have nothing else to say to me then. And I'm sure you won't mind since, you've been hanging out with your new little friends and running off to the Bahamas and kikiing. So you probably don't care anyways, right?
So Delicia shouldn't care. That's the funny thing is that Delicia really shouldn't care. Delicia should be at a point right now where she should be able to handle all of this without any issues at all. But she does care because Delicia is trying to play both sides as well. And I've called her out on this on numerous occasions. Trying to play both sides, and you can't play both sides in these things. You have to pick a side and decide as to what you're doing. And if you're going to do your thing with Iman, just do your thing with Iman and let it go. In any event, Shayla is gone anyway. So, I mean, that's what that is. But some could say Lauren is also, giving a threat to Delicia. Is this a threat?
Or does that friendship mean more to you than what we got going on?
Was that just a threat to me that you were going to do what now?
It wasn't a threat. I'm just letting you know. I'm notifying you of what I plan to do. Because Shayla needs to be humbled. And you shouldn't care about that relationship more than you care about ours.
Lauren, so you're saying that you're going to do what? You're going to go tell Shayla my business.
But to be honest, though, Delicia shouldn't care about this, though. Why do you care, though? Because at the end of the day, Shayla and Iman are not together anymore. This is what I'm saying with Delicia. It's like Delicia, I'm not quite certain what Delicia is trying to pull at this point. But I guess she could say that, because she hasn't mentioned anything about Dan, then that is, the reason why, Lauren should mention anything about Iman. Is that it? All right, I guess.
To humble her.
Y'all's business.
It's
You
my,
shouldn't
it's my
care.
business.
You were just
Why shouldn't I
you were
care?
sitting
If I've
courtside.
been avoiding this whole time, why wouldn't I care?
Well, you went courtside and the girl just, never turns on the TV apparently. But so now you care? You were courtside ready to let it all be known? I don't know. I think it's time you figure out where your loyalty stands and go ahead and stand right there beside it.
Okay, so Lauren basically it sounds like a threat, but it's not a threat. But it sounds like a threat, but it's not a threat. I'm not sure. Is it a threat or is it not a threat? Decide your mind, Lauren. How should I take this? All right, so it sounds like Lauren is basically threatening to expose the whole Iman thing. And if that's the case, I don't think Iman cares because Iman doesn't mind if she exposes it, right? Delicia minds, but Iman doesn't mind. So, I mean, what do I say? I said just expose it. I said bring it out anyways. What can they do to you? At this point in time, what can they actually do to you? But hey, who knows? Let's see.
Wow. I don't think you understand how much of your back that I've had throughout this whole ordeal.
So you running off, going on trips, kikiing, that's you having my back?
1000%. Whether you know it or not, do you know that Tamara hit up Dan? Do you know that Dan met up with Tamara?
Why is this news to me now?
Do you know that
I don't
had
know
to
that.
talk Tamara out of telling Dan everything?
Well, I guess that threat didn't go too well, right, Lauren? So look at this now. So might as well Lauren just basically just kind of, consult with Dan and tell Dan what's going on. Might as well stop threatening the people then, because right now, guess what? Yeah, she's letting you know that all of these things happen and it did actually happen. Dan did pop up. And she did do all of this. So that's that again. But again, this is what y'all get for lying. So for those who say scam, right? If you're going to talk about Delicia, you can give me the scam argument. If we're going to talk about Lauren, you can give me the scam argument because these ladies are hiding things. Okay, they're hiding things. But again, hey, who knows? Y'all going to give me a different explanation.
The fact that I'm just hearing this now further
It
proves
doesn't
my
matter.
point. I don't
It
know
doesn't
what you're
matter
talking
what.
about.
It doesn't matter. But I did all of that. I stopped all of that. I went over and beyond to make sure that your back was covered.
Well, that's something I
Behind
should have
your
known.
back, I was your friend. Just because you don't see it, I was your friend when you weren't there, when you were not available. I would never go put your business out there to nobody that you don't want. All for what? That doesn't make sense.
That does make sense. If that's what she's saying. If she's saying, I'd prefer to go spread my own business nonetheless. That is a fair argument from Delicia, and I do accept her argument in that. She's saying, as a friend, you wouldn't be telling your friends' business if they don't want to be told. Well, if it came out, it came out, but you wouldn't be the one to basically reveal that. That's a fair argument from Delicia. I accept her point.
You want to go expose whatever you think is going to make Shayla humble? That's not going to humble her.
I've been just as much your friend, clearly, because I've already proven that. I never said anything to Shayla. She's been barking at me.
Why
for
would you
months.
say anything to her about what I got going on? Y'all deal with whatever y'all have going on y'all own way. That don't have nothing to do with me. Find other ways to do whatever it is you want to do to Shayla. Don't leave me out of it.
That's a fair statement. That's a fair statement. So Lauren is fed up with Shayla. Shayla is fed up with Lauren. No, if you want to tell me that Lauren and Shayla are the same things, you'd be right. But give me the Lauren and the Denisha as the same thing. I don't agree with that. I think that Lauren and Shayla are in the same boat. If you notice, they don't rub together and they don't take tea. They do not take tea. They don't rub well together if you're noticing that. Right? So if you want to give me the Lauren and the Shayla as being the similar, which is exactly why they're clashing so much, then I guess that you'd be right in that. I would more accept that particular point of view more than anything else. Because they're in the same kind of shoes. Shayla would scam you. If she gets a chance to scam you, she would scam you. I'm sure of that. Delicia would scam you basically subtly, and Lauren and Shayla would outrightly scam you. That part I would basically get out of it. But Delicia is correct. She's saying, "Hey, don't release our secret unless when let her release our secret." And she's right. I cannot agree. I cannot argue with that. Um, Lauren has some girls do. Putting this out there. But hey, give me your stick. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to you all soon.